director of a product studio called Squareball. We do the definition and the design and the development of products and services, and this is for startups here in Berlin, but also global organizations. Yeah, and we've been doing this since 2004.
What is the most important right now, especially for companies like yours, like ours, like thousands of other companies?
I think there's we've relied a lot upon our network, our ongoing networking and meeting people and visiting places in the past to maybe build up some of the pipeline. And I think the survival element for all companies is to make sure that you've still got that, ongoing work coming in, but maybe not through the traditional sales channels. So I think, there's more focus for us on online advertising and networking through platforms like LinkedIn, in order to sort of supplement what we used to find through, in-person conferences or meetups.
What are your predictions for the future? And I don't mean only predictions like in general, but also, for example, for your company.
Something that I believe a lot of companies will have noticed is maybe that we're ready quicker than we thought to work remotely and to not be dependent on one location, not be so dependent on traveling to see a client in another country, or indeed to travel to one office to work. In the future, then I would imagine a knock-on effect of this is that we lean a lot more on the technology that's already there and build upon what momentum we have now. It's really early in terms of assessing the overall impact of the economy. We really need to see if, for example, customers have been just waiting for agencies to be available again or to meet them again in order to spend budget, for example, or indeed they've had a shrinkage on their side and therefore there's no budget for potentially projects that were planned. So I think on the one hand, we still need to see that, that take shape. On the other hand, I do believe that the IT industry will benefit from a range of projects and initiatives that are specifically geared towards online communities, collaboration, communication, things that would really help an ongoing pandemic situation, or just to prepare for it better in the future.
Do you see any positive sides of this crisis around the world?
It focuses people on things that they missed, that maybe they took for granted, certainly, like the very essence of society and interaction and freedom has been it's restricted hugely. So I think that makes people appreciate what things they have, and then maybe also on the environmental side, there's so many compelling headlines about the stark improvement around the world just as a result of economies taking a hit, or production and manufacturing and travel not being as prominent. That would be a good thing if we can take it as a hint that good things are possible, recovery is possible.
Are you among these people who are so bored at home that are dreaming about cinema, theaters, concerts, and stuff like that, or you're taking advantage of staying at home?
I definitely miss quite a lot of the normal routine. I think that goes without saying. The home working has actually has been okay. I found the flexibility that I mentioned previously is actually something I found to be of use. Maybe start much earlier, but then take a break, do some exercise, and then work a bit later. And you're doing roughly the same hours, but there's a bit more. You have a bit more control on how that start and finish is. And there's more understanding, I think, on the other side, from your team, from the customers, because they're also in the same situation. So I actually have found that to be pretty good overall. So yeah, I'm definitely missing the bars.